What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Charm Wisdom. My name is Anna and I am back with another pick a card video. So today's pick a card video is going to be short and simple, and it's going to be in regards to past life. Any past life challenges or lessons that you relived in that life that you are currently reliving now. So the way that you can know that if this reading resonates with you is if, because I'm trying to compare it. I set the tension for this reading to compare a past life lesson, any of your past lives, because sometimes we do have more than one. So to kind of, compare any life, present life lessons that you had have gone in a past life that you kind of need to kind of cut already, or that you kind of maybe kind of master that lesson and you're kind of going through it now to kind of sometimes it happens to trigger remembrance within us, and sometimes your soul already recognizes or already knows how to overcome this. So I just wanted to do this pick a card reading just to help us, because a lot of us are releasing a lot of past lives, situations, energy, karma, however you want to call it. So I've been wanting to do this pick a card for a while, but since I'm one of those, I've been releasing a lot of past lives situations, a lot of karma, and I've been very tired and drained. So I finally found myself around to do this pick a card video. So I have 3 piles: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So just pick the pile that speaks to you, or that you are connected towards, or that calls you, and just see if it fits your life or your any current situation right now. If it doesn't resonate, then it's not meant to be seen at this time. But most likely, if you come across it, then it was because you were meant to see it at this time. So I'll go ahead and see you guys at your piles, and I'll see you there. All right, pile 1. So if you picked this pile, then this is your reading. Right away, right before I even turn on the camera to start recording your guys' pile, I'm hearing reason. I keep hearing reason, like I keep hearing like, what is the reason? Like, why is the reason that this is happening? Why, what's the reason that I keep enduring this? What this is just a reason, needing to know the reason, needing to find. And I'm feeling this kind of hyperactive energy towards my heart chakra as well, as needing is like, I'm getting a picture of someone just digging again, trying to find the reason, trying to find the source of this reason, trying to get to the bottom of something, trying to dig something, try to just kind of trying to dig or find some type of energy, information. But yeah, let's see what else. Let me just give me a second while I keep connecting to your guys' energy and channel any energy or information. I'm seeing someone dressed all in white. That either can mean, but this is the clothes that I'm seeing is kind of like peasant type of clothes that I'm seeing. So it's kind of like raggedy clothes. I don't want to say it in a mean way, but that's the best way that I can describe it as I'm seeing it right now. But again, it's like the person looking for something. And with the white, it's like looking for a new beginning, looking for the purity, looking for that energy of releasing, to come back to innocence, come back to self. Again, just looking for something, but this whole time has been within you, if that makes sense. You might have been enduring or have endured a lot of challenges in this life. And it's like, again, this life is kind of feeling like, learning to get accustomed, again, always searching for something, searching for happiness, searching for freedom, searching for something that is just, that you need to search, but it's like you're still searching for it. I'm hearing guidance. So you may be needing guidance at this time, especially with this life lesson. I'm hearing reliving a scenario. So what scenarios or what, theme or topic do you keep reliving in your life? I'm seeing bars, kind of like imprisonment. I keep hearing healing. I'm hearing pay attention to your wants, not your needs. I'm feeling like a heavy burden on my shoulders. And it's like I'm wanting to breathe again, wanting to gasp for air, wanting to come up from underneath the water. But again, water is illusions. Water is murky sometimes. You know, sometimes you could feel like you're being overwhelmed by all these emotions, by all these, you know, feelings within yourself, and where sometimes you feel like you needing to gasp for air, or needing to kind of shift things, or needing to kind of, you know, breathe new energy. And like maybe that's something that you guys are needing right now, needing to, you know, breathe new space, breathe new energy, bring in new vitality. Let's see what this is about. So past life and present life challenges or lessons. So we got the Three of Swords, of Swords in reverse. And this is the energy again of kind of going through a lot of heartaches, a lot of hard lessons, a lot of, you know, rain in your life, and where again a lot of water, a lot of clouds, and where things are not clear, you can't understand things, or you're trying to dig for things, or trying to dig for the answer, dig for the light, or search for the light, search for direction. But it's like all you needed to do is search within this whole time. But it's like you keep carrying so much pain in your heart. Again, how I said I felt a burden on my shoulders. It's like you have all this pain in your heart, but you're not removing the swords from your heart. It's like you're refusing to let go of the things that just kind of make your heart, you know, kind of like, because I'm seeing like someone squeezing a heart. So it's like, it's just like this current life lessons might feel like they're just squeezing the life out of you, or they're squeezing the energy out of you, you know, squeezing the love out of you, squeezing, you know, these energies out of you where it feels draining. It's like, okay, no more. Like, I can't keep doing this, that type of energy. And it's like, again, that energy of, when will I receive the sun? When will the sun come in? But the thing is that you have to be your own light first. I feel like in the past life, you went through a tragedy, because I'm hearing tragedy. So you could have gone through a heart tragedy that you're still kind of carrying that pain in your heart. And sometimes you might not know why. But again, it's like because it didn't happen in this life, but you're still carrying those energies from that past life. It could have been a death as well. I feel like for some of you guys, you know, in death, I don't want to, you know, alarm or anything, but it feels like a sword was driven through your heart, and that's still how you died in a past life. So sometimes you might feel like you're getting stabbed, or you have this, you know, kind of throbbing pain in your chest from this reason. Despondence. So again, the same energy of feeling tied up. That energy of searching for a world outside of you that has been within you this whole time. Where in your life right now do you feel tied up right now? Where in your life do you feel despondence, just have this energy where you feel like you're not able to do anything because you feel tied up, or because again you're holding on to something that it's only bringing heartaches and pain and overwhelming emotions, and just this energy of all the time Three Swords, of where you feel like you never can be happy, because when you feel like maybe you got some happiness and all of a sudden something happens and where it destroys your happiness. So again, you know, how is, you know, some of you, especially with this woman right here, kind of, you know, scourging her, or, you know, looking at her in such a way like, what the fuck, like, you know, with this anger towards you, and you feel like, oh, I can't live my life because of this person. How is someone in your life holding you back? And then we have Wisdom. And again, she is again, and it's funny because it's the not all these chakra cards carry the same women, and these two cards carry the same women, and they both are carrying the world in their stomach. So I feel like in the past life it could have been a woman, if it resonates. It doesn't have to. Again, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys. But again, it's like, again, white, the dove, signifying purity, innocence. Maybe, you know, some of you guys in a past life could have gone through a miscarriage as well. And where maybe you're going through the same thing this life. Infertility issues. But again, it's like you have so much wisdom. It's like you already learned these lessons. Like, it's like you don't have to keep carrying it with you. You can actually let go. Just how, you know, over here she feels in a space of Eight of Swords energy, in a space of tied up, not seeing the way out. But in reality, it's like you already overcame this. So it's like you know how to overcome this. You know how to let go. You have the answers, but it's like you're not willing to use those swords that have been piercing your heart to cut away from whatever it is that is keeping you stuck or in a space of feeling trapped. It's like, how are you feeling immobilized? Because you know what you need to do, but what is keeping you immobilized? What is keeping you stuck? It's like I'm feeling a quicksand type of energy. Because again, it's like you're just sinking away. You're letting yourself sink away. So we have wars and battle. Yeah, again, because it feels like you're always at war with life. It feels like you always have to fight for something. Because it's like, again, and it's funny because when I said in a past life, you could have, you know, died from having a sword driven through your heart. And you could have been, you know, in a war. You might have phobias of war, and where maybe you watch movies about war or battles, it kind of triggers you, and it just kind of gives you this nervousness, and where maybe your hands start, you know, sweating, or your chest starts throbbing, or you know, running on 100 miles per hour when you see this type of movies or things like that. But again, this card is giving me that energy of needing to fight for something. Feeling like you're always at war with people or even your family. Because these two cards have people right next to them. And usually the people that are closest to us is our family. I keep hearing the Confederate flag. So I don't know if maybe your past life was around this war. I don't know. I'm not that much, you know, caught up in my history, but I don't know if it's the one of the wars that happened here in America. But the Confederate flag, and, you know, fighting from the North and the South when slavery was around as well. They could have also been a slave, and where you were forced to be in this battle. Because I'm just feeling this energy of hopelessness. Of now wanting to do something, but you had to do it. So we have the Oracle, wait for important information. And again, it gives me the same type of energy with the Wisdom, with the Oracle. It's like, and again, with the Snake here, it's like needing to heal, needing to transform yourself, allowing yourself to transform. Because waiting for important information is like giving me the energy of you keep waiting for the right time. You keep waiting for, oh, I need, you know, certain information, you know, waiting for, you know, somebody to tell you it's safe to leap, so leap. But in reality, it's like you've been knowing this whole time, that it's been safe for you this whole time. But it's like you have been in a space of despondence, in a space of feeling immobilized, in a space of feeling like you're sinking, in a space where you feel like you're stuck. And that's why it feels like you always have to fight for something. And that's why it feels like you always have to, you know, always fighting with people, where you feel like you're at war with your family, where you feel like you always have to be, you know, again, fighting for something. I'm hearing you can overcome this. You know how. Look within yourself. All the information that you need is within yourself. It's like this, I feel like this chapter in your life is currently happening right now. It's because I'm looking at the smoke. And usually with the smoke, especially as me being a healer and a curandera, who does limpias and healing sessions, I use smoke to remove energy. I use smoke to awaken. I use smoke to, clear out any energy that I must be in the auric field. So what this is making me feel like you needing to clear this out of your energy. It's like it already been transmuted through you, but you're still carrying it, if that makes sense. So needing to clear away this energy and letting the things come into full circle so they can finally heal and be let go or broken. Because again, you're carrying those shackles in your hand. Angels. So you might resonate with a lot of angels, resonate with working with a lot of angels. But again, with this angel feeling, energy is giving me that energy of purity, of needing to cleanse away. And it's funny how I seen a white dress, and this angel's wearing a white dress. And it's pointing in a direction. More clouds. So it's like you have angelic help with you, and there's an angelic guide that's actually coming forward. I'm hearing Uriel and Gabriel that have been working with you to try to help you clear this out. But with this angels card, it's also been making me feel like in this past life, things were so rigid. And where it's kind of giving me the Hierophant type of energy, and where you had to be at your utmost, respect, or be at your best behavior, and where you always had to be this angel, and where you feel like you always have to be good, and where you were made to feel evil, or were told you were evil because you were not helping, or because you wanted to break away from something, and where again, people dragging you down. And Rama, where are you being called to journey to? And it's funny how I seen water, and it's just like, again, like you might have dreams a lot about water. You might have dreams a lot about, getting lost or looking for something, and where you're always looking for something. I feel like that's a lot of your subconscious things that you're carrying with you. A lot of you guys may have dreams, again, in battlefields. I feel like in a past life, you were very devoted to a spiritual type of line or religion, or you were very religious, especially with the oracle and the angels. Is giving me that energy of being maybe having that spiritual knowledge, meaning how the slaves had their own type of religion or beliefs that they weren't able to practice. And again, all this comes back to the freedom aspect of life. Like right now, I'm just feeling like my crown chakra and my third eye, both of them kind of like moving together. Sometimes when I'm manifesting or I'm concentrating on something, focusing my energy, I always feel like tingling in my third eye, and it's like kind of like a spider moving, walking up to your crown chakra, and it feels kind of like an antenna, like little things kind of moving, trying to align themselves in order to call something in, right, or to connect with something. And I feel like you guys are being called to journey to kind of move away from a space of destruction in order to move a space in more wholeness, and where you feel more at home, and where you feel more whole, and where you feel like you can build something finally. Because if you look at here, there's a lot of destruction, a lot of things from the past, and this is what's waiting for you in this lifetime. But we need to move away from this. And that this, because there's two doors here. What those two doors are giving me the energy is, do you want to go through this door and finally accept what is yours, what is your divine right? Or do you want to keep going through the same thing over and over again and feel like where you're stuck? And where you're forgetting that you can swim in the water. And where you're forgetting how to flow. and where you're forgetting how to connect with yourself and to how to honor yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys might be also be getting called to travel in different parts of the world. And it's because, again, traveling to those parts of the world could awaken a remembrance, again, within you. And this can also help in making those energies rise up to the surface in order to be released. But again, when I was saying, like, there's something within you that is also calling you within yourself to journey within yourself, because there's a lot that you still don't know about yourself. There's so much wisdom within yourself that it's untapped. And the only way that you could tap into it is by diving within yourself and stop looking for the reason outside of you and start looking for the reasons inside of you, because you have all the answers. So that's all I have for pile 1. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, pile 2. So if you pick pile 2, then this is your reading. What do you need to know? Any past life and present life lessons that you need to know about. I'm hearing whirlwind, like just things keep going in circles. I don't know if you feel sometimes like your life just keeps going in circles. I'm hearing shambles, and when you feel like your life is always in shambles or is always mixed, or there's always something going on, or like things just keep going and round and round and round. So we have health. So maybe you feel like your health is always an issue, and where your health is always going again in circles, and where sometimes you feel healthy and other times you feel like, you know, there's always a health problem, like where you're always getting sick. We have the moon. Impartiality. I think I'm saying it wrong. And this card kind of talks about taking a practical look at a situation. Where can you step back from your present situation? What do you see? Can you be neutral? Standing in another shoe of lifted communication. Again, this is kind of a lot of things laying hidden. And this is kind of, the moon is also giving me the energy of self-sabotage. Of always being kind of the, you know, the victim mentality type of situation. And where, you know, you're always saying, oh, it's because I'm sick. I can't do this. Oh, it's because I'm always getting sick, you know, or this. Or maybe you're being afraid of what's currently going to happen in the world because with this COVID thing. And where it has brought a lot of fear into your life. And what their impartiality is kind of, you know, how can you be neutral? How can you feel well balanced and protected within your own bubble, so that way you don't feel like you're going to be, you know, sick, or you're going to get sick. Or I'm hearing that the Great Depression, you could have been a part of, or your past life could have been revolving around the Great Depression. So now this COVID pandemic thing is kind of bringing that fear from that past life. But again, the moon energy kind of gives me a lot of undermining, a lot of things laying under the surface that you're still not aware. So leave it and travel. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Okay, so I'm picking up on several things for pile 2. So bear with me as I try to channel a lot slower so I could say all of them. So for some of you guys, I feel like a lot of things, a lot of lessons that you're currently going through right now or reliving in your life, it comes from an ancestor, and it comes from a past life, and where, again, where you might feel like you always have to relocate, and where you felt like there was no attachments and now there is attachments, and where you feel like you always leave a situation, or you always, maybe even cheat a lot, especially with that moon energy, and where you always find yourself like, maybe, in this life, maybe a father left the picture, or a mother left the picture, so you always maybe felt abandoned. With the moon energy, could it be a mother figure, but it doesn't have to be. And where maybe you had to be raised by a grandmother, a grandparent, or a maybe even a sibling, or another family member. But again, with the moon here and the moon here not being clearly, it's like something, something is being illuminated currently in your life, but again, you don't have all the answers right now. It's like you can't see clearly. And for for the other of you guys, it revolves around the health, and where maybe your life feels restricted because maybe in the past you were able to sorry, my camera got caught off right there. Anyways, back to my the reading for pile 2. So for some reason, I'm also picking up a lot of judgmental energy, and where you could be a very judgmental person. I don't want to, I'm not here to say, oh, you're this or that. I'm just, be open-minded, be open to the healing information. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to help you. But I'm picking up a lot of judgmental energy, and a lot of triggering energy, a lot of, projection energy, and towards people in your life, or, towards the feminine energy and towards the females in your life. And where I feel like this life lesson it's kind of been brought over from ancestors for some of you guys, and for others been from a past life. But I feel like there's a lot of judgmental energy, and where you're kind of being called to kind of walk in someone else's shoes, so that you could better understand them. And where sometimes you feel like, oh, well, they're so lazy, and why, or they're so fat, and they could work out, and or eat better. Maybe they need to start doing this or that, and start focusing on their health, or what I'm saying, that type of energy. And that's the type of energy that you're being called to kind of look at it from a different perspective. Take a walk, or walk a mile in their shoes, to understand how can you come back and be neutral and think about it differently. How can you change your perception or your projection? How can that be, maybe it's an inner projection that you're trying to push upon others, but it's really an issue or something that it's been within you, meaning when maybe you grew up and you were always told, oh, you can't eat that because you're gonna get fat, or you're fat, or this and that. So it's like you kind of carry that with you, because again, an ancestor or someone could have kept telling you that when you grew up, so now you're kind of projecting those projections onto others. And then for others, again, with the health situation, and where I feel like you might be currently going through a health issue right now, that you could have gone already in a past life, and where this kind of blockage within you. It might be running in your family members. I'm picking up breast cancer, and where it might run in the feminines. For others, I feel like you need to stop focusing on your health, and by the way that it's going to help you to stop focusing on your health, or being overwhelmed by your health, or having this fear of getting sick, or having this fear of being immobilized. Do something with your life, do something to change your energy, do something that it's going to, again, maybe bring more movement into your life. So that way, maybe working out, walking, singing, dancing, doing things that helps, create a flow of energy within you so that things don't get stuck within you and create blockages, and then it manifests into the 3D with, again, health issues. I feel like for other of you guys, I feel like you guys are travelers or love to travel. Maybe want to do that van life thing. And then for others, I feel like you guys always have a problem with leaving. Again, leaving. And where you feel like you always have to be running from something or from someone. I feel like for some other you guys could have been dancers in a past life, but a situation happened maybe where you got sick or a family member was sick, and where you had to kind of let go of that dream in order to take care of a family member or even yourself. And I feel like now you're being given a chance to do it again and to kind of fulfill that desire within you. Some of you guys could have a past life in Middle Eastern or in India, in Afghanistan. Some of you guys could have a life in a tribal African past, like a very ancient African tribe. I feel like this pile ignores their intuition a lot. It's like your intuition has been trying to show you the way, but it's like you keep ignoring it. So that keeps you stuck. I feel like some of you guys want to be bloggers now as well. Because in the past life, you could have been a reporter or something like that. With the health as well, that gives me the energy of being a, person of health, meaning a doctor, a nurse, or something in a past life. Let me pull one more card for you guys. What else does pile 2 need to know? Pile 2, past life and present life challenges. Acceptance. So again, there's just this fear of not being complete. Again, this fear of are always feeling like you need to fill the gap. Or the need that you always have to be taking care of someone, being the caretaker. Yeah, again, service, being of service, being the caretaker, and where you maybe, had to take care of a relative, a mother or a father in a past life, and you're kind of going through this now, and where you want to leave and want to be, living your life, traveling, doing what you want to do. But it's like, again, you feel guilty and you have to stay, and therefore you have to, be of service or continue to be of service. And I feel like in the past life you did that as well, and in this life you're kind of reliving that. But in this life you're being shown to kind of do something different, to change that energy, to kind of flow differently now in this life, and move away from this moon energy and move more towards the sun energy. It's like, staying in the shadows, laying in the shadows, feeling incomplete. That, I think it's the 6 or the 8 of, I think it's the 8 of cups energy, and where, he builds these cups, but he's still, again, something's missing. He still feels unfulfilled. So he's on a journey to search for something else. And again, and the moon is the one that is guiding him. The intuition is the one that is guiding him, even though he doesn't know where he's going. So I feel like, in the situation you're made to feel in a situation where you feel like you can't pick pick or choose a side, and where you feel like you always have to remain, you know, the person who does everything, or be the person who's strong, or the person who's, you know, strong will for everybody, or being the shoulder for everyone. But it's like now you want to be like, fuck that. Because there's a lot of this fear brings a lot of insecurity. So that's all I have for pile 2. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Let me know what you guys think down below. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. So if you pick pile 3, then this is your reading. What do you need to know? Any past life and present life challenges, life lessons. Just give me a second while I connect with your guys' energy. I don't know why I'm picking up on a hanger, like a coat hanger. I'm hearing stranger. I'm hearing lies, deceit, encouragement, life lesson, life lesson. So let's see, what is this about? Pile 3, what do they need to know right now? Current, present life, and past life lessons. Okay, so we have facade. So it kind of resonates with the lies. Maybe living a life that you don't want, don't desire, just to please others. Maybe you're always pretending to be someone else and being afraid of being your authentic self, showing the world who you really are. There's also this facade of always saying that you're okay, but you're really not. Yeah, because the knighthood energy, the knights is, again, they live by code, they live by honor, they live by, you know, always pleasing their king, but never pleasing or living for themselves. So again, it comes back to the facade situation, and where you feel like you always have to honor everybody or please everyone, because again, you come with that already embedded in your soul, that honor, that, you know, being of service type of situation or energy. So it's like you can never back down, because you were, you know, you carry that again within yourself. But it's like you're afraid of taking off the mask, taking off the helmet, and showing who you really are. Because if you show people who you really are, or if you show emotions, then people won't see you how you're always pursuing or showing people who you're not. So we have winter, take care of your needs. Yeah, because it's like I'm with the winter and the wolf, I'm picking up very, very winterish energy, especially with the facade having that winter energy. But I'm also picking up on lone wolf, and where, I don't know, you feel like you're just detached from everything and everyone. Or like you don't resonate, or you feel like you don't have a community, or you don't have that spiritual community, or that soul fam that you desire, or that family, or that bond. Sorry, my YouTube. 7 of Swords. Again, and that's how I picked up deceit, lies, trying to get away from something, running away from something. A lot of sword energy, or protective energy. Your guidance is divinely guided. Shift your perception, air guardian. Transportation. Unrequired love. So I feel like for some of you guys are in a situation or a love situation, and where you're currently being given unrequired love, and you're being called to move away from this relationship. But it's, again, transportation, being called to move away from the situation, to shift your perception, to take care of your own needs. But it's like you can't do this because, again, you keep living under this facade, or under this code, or under this honor of needing to stay, of needing to change this person, or needing to help this person no matter how much this person walks over you, whether it be platonic or not. I feel like someone here knows how to brainwash you, or I don't want to say brainwash, but it feels like someone knows how to sweet talk you or persuade you in a way that you really don't want to do. A lot of you guys are being guided right now to move away from a situation that does not serve you any longer, and where it feels like you're devaluing yourself, and where it feels like you're cheating yourself out. Because sometimes you feel like you're walking on a path, but you feel unsupported, unloved. Again, that with that unrequired love type of energy. And where you're alone, again, lone wolf. And where sometimes you feel like you have to do everything on your own. Yeah, you're a person who, helps others or strives in helping others, but yet you don't help yourself. I feel like winter is a big theme for pile 3. I am trying to figure out how that could play out in past life or in your current life, but winter is strongly coming out. Some of you guys may have fear of transportation, whether that be, flying, whether that be being on trains, cars. I want to pull some more cards to kind of dig a little deeper into this. Because I feel like this one's very surface type of situation and energy. Past life and current life. So we have take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So again, I feel like you guys are people pleasers. And where you're always dedicating yourself to someone else instead of yourself. Always taking care of someone else instead of yourself. Always having a facade on and be like, oh yeah, sure, I could do that. If somebody asks you, oh, can you do this? And I'm like, deep down you really want to say no, but you still do it. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your north. And then under the deck, starseed, what lights you up? And then boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Have you answered the deepest call? Again, so it's like, I feel like this keeps you from rising in your life. It keeps you from raising your vibration. It keeps you from being you, or from just kind of moving away from certain situations that bring that unrequired attention, unrequired love or energy. It's like you're being called to stop overthinking things, because you overthink a lot of things. Or if you overthink if you're going to hurt this person, or, if I move away or pick a different, path, where, I'm not bringing honor to myself or my family, or however you want to place it in your life. And this what keeps you stuck, and it keeps you from, rising in your life. I feel like, especially right here with not a season, and then with winter, I feel like during winter, so I feel like with you guys, this hasn't happened for some reason. So I feel like during winter is where a lot of this energies is going to be rising up, where a lot of this energies is going to be awakened, and where you're going to start realizing a lot of things, realizing the people who are robbing you of your energy, your attention, your worth. It's like you're going to start noticing a lot of these things in winter. And where a lot of you guys are going to be called to travel away from a lot of things, maybe even move places where maybe you're being called to move to places where it's cold or winter, or that's a type of a situation or energy. But it's like, again, how do you need to place better boundaries? How are people taking advantage of you right now, or have been taking advantage of you? Because you're not taking care of your own needs. And there's something within you that wants to be unleashed, that wants to be, you know, because again, you want to be you. You want to take off the mask and want to scream. You want to, you know, yell at the wound or hound at the moon and want to be your authentic self. But since you're in this knightlyhood energy, and it's like you can't take off the mask. So trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust what everything that is trying to fall apart right now, because you keep holding into something. And I feel like this, you keep holding it from that past life, and where you feel like you always have to be babying someone, or you always have to be carrying the load for other people, that it does have nothing to do with you. I'm getting a lot of crow energy as well. Yeah. See, that enjoy success and happiness. So it's like, it's time to enjoy your own success, to enjoy your own happiness, and not let others deter you from that or take that away from you because of this code or of this honor of feeling you're going to degrade yourself or your family or other people. It's time to switch your perception. Time to switch away from limited beliefs about yourself. Because there is a lot of limited beliefs that you need to work through in regards to yourself, because you kept letting people get away from a lot of things, when in reality you want to, you know, tell them off, maybe tell them fuck you, maybe say no for the first time. So that's all I have for pile 2. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.